Well, today's Thursday, it's the 16th of April 2026. I need to due back tomorrow. And yeah, as you can see, I'm in Magaluf. This is Morgan's. I've just gone past Zeppelin's. Parked just up the road there. Carry on investigating charging points as I'm wandering around. And just see there's quite a few there, and none of them actually being used. So during my little walk here, I could be charging an EV, electric vehicle. So a few people have been asking me about charging at home. In the first instance, I won't be doing that. It would mean some modifications to our garage. The garage door isn't really wide enough. Hello. Yeah, I need a slightly wider garage door for the car that we ordered, and that would actually mean well, a bit of building work going on. If it looks like a good idea in the future, I'll do it. But if not, we'll just stay as we are. But we're going to try charging as we go along. We don't do a lot of kilometres. We're on an island, which is, it isn't big enough to do a lot of kilometres. We can't go very far. And our biggest trek really is perhaps on a Monday when we go to Mayor. And in Mayor, the parking on the street there is free. And we're usually there for a few hours, so we may as well get a few hours of free charging while that's available. Here in Magaluf, you do have to pay for the charging. It's not a lot, it's 25 cents a kilowatt hour. A kilowatt, so we're here for a few hours. When we do a walk, we're probably here for 2 hours or so. We can get a little charge there. So I don't know, we're going to find out, aren't we? It's not something really that's stressing me, it's more exciting me. I think the more stressful thing is all the different apps you have to deal with on your phone for all the different possible charges. We have a number of different companies that offer charging, so the one I'm talking about at the moment is called Mallorca, and it's government run, and so it has up until recently been free for everybody, but now certain municipalities have started charging. They're the ones near the coast, near the holiday resorts, but the ones in the middle of the island are quite often free. Other than that, the electricity companies like Iberdrola, which is one of the very big ones, Nessa, another big one, they've got their own charging points, but they all have their own apps. And then there's things like the Tesla and the Porsche supercharger things, they're available. I'm pretty sure they have to be available to everybody, so it doesn't matter whether you're in a Tesla car or not. I'm not buying a Tesla, by the way. Yeah. You have to have an app for each one that you intend to use, pretty much. We'll see. Somebody else thinks I'm going to get blown up by the car, and it's going to catch fire. Yeah, it may well have happened in the past, and I've seen pictures of people buying cheap batteries for scooters and things, and those catching fire. Yeah, of course. But things have moved on a bit since then. And anyway, the car that I'm buying's got the latest sort of battery, which has been crash tested, nail tested. Nails have been knocked into it. It doesn't catch fire, whatever you do to it. And yeah, I'm a scientist, remember, so it's something I do have done for a living, is the risk assessment constantly. Here we are, talking about risk. We're at the bottom of the strip here. This is the Magaluf strip, which is just beginning to come alive. However, apparently this isn't coming alive. Somebody's been sending messages this morning, and I've been reading various Facebook accounts saying that these have gone into administration. So watch this space, I think. Starting to see more holiday makers here. Magaluf's a bit slower in taking off. Palma Nova's already taken off, and as I saw in Pagera the other day, that's also taking off. So they're doing the boat trips here, obviously on holiday. This work, I think, is still going on though. And that's what I've come down to investigate, what's going on the promenade. And find out. On the beach there, lots of places are open now. And yeah, the promenade's looking quite busy. It isn't even midday yet. And just looking out onto the beach, no beds or parasols anywhere. So Palma Nova's got all the beds, all the parasols out. Magaluf is still waiting. I'm not going to go down that way. I'm going to go down this way. Here you go. Last time I came this past year, they were just doing the finishing touches to this one. Now open. Now nearly open. They're just getting ready to open. They'll be open in the next few minutes, I think. The work along this side has all been completed, and we've got this nice wall. It's got lights in it as well for the evening, but it provides somewhere to sit on. I think what they do need to is, I don't think they've come down here to clean. I don't think they're doing that yet. It doesn't seem as though they are. It seems a bit sandy and not dirty, it's just sandy. Maybe they'll be a bit long a bit later on. More experience is being sold. And Blackbeard's, is it open? I'm not sure. Maybe it's opening later on. There are people inside having their coffees. But this is pretty much as far as you can go, I think. Maybe we can go a little bit further now. How far can we go? So it appears they have opened up a little bit more of the promenades. We can go a bit further. And this, which was cleared out completely, it's now been filled with soil. Palm trees have been planted, and now the square's beginning to come back to life. Still got all of the building materials. There. But still got the diggers and dumpsters and all that sort of thing moving around. So this was about the limit before. And now all the way. How good is that? And I've just been reading in the papers today that on the other side of Palma, on the Playa de Palma going down towards Arenal, where they've done a similar sort of thing. They've dug up the promenade, they've put in there lots of drainage system. So they've done a lot of work. What they did though, they took away the wall while they were doing it, and it didn't look as though they were going to replace it. And the business was up in arms because the sand was just blowing into their businesses. So anyway, they've started doing that. They've got 1.6 kilometres of stone wall to put in place. So this like takes you up to the strip. Looking quite nice. This is Crusoe's. Yeah, nice to be able to. Oh, look. So that's the only bit where they're still doing work. It's all done here. Ah. That's good, right in front of Crusoe's. And yeah, they're planting their palm trees here. And it looks like we're going to have some more vegetation in there. It's all been taped off and it's got watering system in. So see how that develops. That's going to run now right into the sun. So if they fail to water it, they've got a problem. This is called the Duke Beach now. So you're going to have similar sorts of dunes along here. And there's still obviously quite a bit of work to do. There's showers are not quite ready yet in place, but it doesn't look as though they've got the plumbing in. But there's still people on the beach, no beds, no parasols, just put your towel down. Good old-fashioned way of doing things. Seems to be working. This is called Limit Beach. Looks like all of these places could now comfortably open. Still a bit noisy, but trucks delivering things. Well, this is the first time I've walked down here since they started doing this work, so since last October it must be. And it's more or less finished to the end. Still some little things, these drains, and they're emptying the drains by the looks of things. So this is one of the sets of steps I couldn't walk up before, but I'm going to do it now. And they are new ones. Nice. They've all got nice new lights on here, LED lights. As we go up, we can look down over the beach. That's looking good. Good job. And looks as though it's all going to be nicely finished for the 2026 season. Still more steps for me to go. So all of this was closed off to me. I could come to the end of the road, but I couldn't come further down. I'll come to about here, I think. That's now all opened up. Still some graffiti that needs to be sorted. And just minor things. They're just cementing these posts in. And then that'll be it. Now I'm just right at the top of the strip. Noon, 27 degrees. I don't think so. 22, 23 degrees maybe. So comfortable. Certainly not hot. All starting to come alive. This one's a little bit slower than the other places. Even San Telmo was more alive than this. fact, it was very alive, very busy down in St Elmo. So Anita's back tomorrow. Angela will be here Saturday. Got to get the house in order. Nomad Street. There's Bodega. Fantastic restaurant over there. I don't know, it's fantastic. It's a sign, that's what it says. Fantastic. And a Nord nightclub. I usually walk up this way. So I'm looking down today just to see what's happening with the old Teix hotel, Teix. It's now been completely demolished, completely flattened, and we're going to see something new there. But what? It's supposed to be a car park and green area. We will see. Whole little precinct there that's not being used at the moment. I think here we'll get a look at where the hotel was. So this was the hotel. Yeah. And then they've just flattened it, so there's nothing in its place. This is where it was. You know, just got this metal in the way. And it's going to be done. This is over 4 million euros is the estimate for the work to turn it into something of use to the people who live here. And this is the Prince William pub next to it. They've had real difficulties getting open for this season, but they are open. And that'll make a lot of people happy, I think. EastEnders over the road there. Prince Harry now over the road there. Good to see that open. It's been a great service to locals, really, because they're one of the few places that the Prince William, this is, that would be staying open during the winter time. And not just for tourists. So behind me we've got Torrenova, and then if you go in that direction, we'll be in Almanova. If you've seen on some of my videos, they've got the little cars for the children. Well, there they are. Drive around in their Lamborghini or their Porsche. Just down there takes you to the beaches of Palmanova, San Matias Beach in the first one. Just hold on. Sometimes I just don't have enough hands, do I? Sorry for the little fumble there. I just received a phone call, and it's quite an important one, so I had to answer it. I just walked around the corner and you see Palmanova that way. That's Casa Saboneros, that's the name of the street, and at the top is the apartments of Casa Saboneros, and some more hotels up there, the Zafiro, which I'm guessing has taken some of the clients from Santa Ponsa, which is closed due to the floor collapsing there. I've not heard any more about that. My little granddaughter keeps asking me what's happening to the floor at the hotel in Santa Ponsa. And this is Papi's Bar. It's always been Papi's Bar since I've ever been here, I think. It's the Ossa del Mar across the road up above there, it's the hotel. And now I'm walking towards Magaluf, and there's a thermometer here on one of the pharmacies saying it's 22 degrees. I think I'd rather believe that one than the 27 degrees that was up above. This one's in the shade. 22 degrees sounds about right to me. Taxis all in a row. Waiting for clients. I'm sure they're going to have a busy year. A bit strange. I normally walk in the opposite direction. These just seem that little bit different, don't they? You're coming for a few weeks, or you've got an apartment here. Might be better buying your own chair rather than renting one off the beach there. Lots of choice in places like this, and they're not too expensive. It's the car park I sometimes use. Didn't look at that one. You might see that these, there's lots of signs up at the moment warning you about parking this Saturday. Palma Nova, Magaluf. We've got the half marathon on, so lots of roads will be closed. I think it's in the afternoon, so if you're planning to drive into Palma Nova, just be aware that you could well get a delay or two. Also in the news, of course, is the European entry-exit system to the Schengen area, and yeah, Palma's been struggling a bit, but again, it seems to be that they've just misunderstood how to do it, or I don't know. They've what they've got at the moment is this system where children, anyone with children, has to go in a separate group, and of course, around Easter time, it's all families. So they've had a large influx. I would imagine now, with the holidays more or less over, it should be a little bit easier, and because it'll mainly be adults going through, and don't think adults have had a problem. Cross over here. I'm not stopping for a coffee. I've got a busy day today. So that's the House of Kathmandu. That's all open now. Upside down house over there. They opened at the beginning of the month, so all action stations. Teddy. We've got a crazy golf system over there, fantasy golf, Kathmandu golf, which is where I played Ollie. All the family were over just last week, and they did go to golf, but they went to the one in Palma Nova, so they didn't actually go to this one. This is Aldi, and up until a week or so ago the barrier was up permanently. Now it's down, so you now have to go in there. You get 2 hours free apparently. This is another place with the charging stations. The ones that are the charging stations that are government run are all low kilowatts. In fact, they're mostly 8, so you're not going to get a huge amount. Here, in this particular place, you've got some higher power things, and these are run by Endesa. So it's 4 there, nobody using them at all. Plug them in. I think you can just play with your credit card on those. It's going to be a bit of an issue for people with who rent cars, because now some of the rental cars will be electric. So you need to be aware of it. If you're going to rent a car, where you're going to charge it. Some of the hotels have got charging points. Certainly not all. In fact, most don't. I spoke to Anita this morning. She was playing dominoes with the goat. Savannah has a lot of difficulty saying that. She has a good go, but she gets the syllables a bit mixed up. Tricky word, dominoes. Cross over here. So I'm walking by the wall. Sports ground over that way. And now I'm walking back into Magaluf. Mallorca rent to buy. Nice little take on the Harley Davidson, that one. If I walk on that side, I have to walk right by that wall. So I thought it was a good idea to cross over. Kathmandu Hotel. Used to be the Magaluf Park. So yeah, the marathon, half marathon, it's not a full marathon, it's a half marathon, is Saturday the 18th, 16:30 to 20:15. The hours you need to be a bit vigilant. It's where I started. I'll walk up this way a little bit just to show you there are some things down here. This bar here, open all year, so it's one where you'll find lots of locals, and it's up for rent. Well, that's the lottery place. And now the sun's really starting to make me feel warm. Yeah, Magaluf feels to me like a place just getting ready. Give me another week or two, it's saying, and I'll be there. Dancing Crook, traditional family gastro pub. Is that one going to be opening up? It's got a for sale sign on it. Who knows? This is the car park where I have parked. And at the end we've got the electric points. When I've been before, these points here, there's 4 stations, 2 on each, so that's 8 points here. They've all actually been in use, but not apparently today. And I did check on the app and it said they're all working. So you put your card on there. You can get a Mellib card, or you use your phone and use the app. The app said, do you want to open it up? So we've got an ID. This is 3, this is 4. A bit tricky to see. Let's have a look at the other one. Again, this is the ID number, and this side's 1 and this side's 2. And the instructions are there, and they're in English as well. And there's a QR code if you need it. Well, that's me done for this one. Just a short video because I've got a lot of work to do today. Got a meeting tonight and a dinner to sort out on Saturday, and then I've got Anita and Angela coming. Yeah, I've got to go and do some shopping as well at some point. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. So bye for now.